There you have it. Hi guys, welcome to another episode of FLMtrips, and this is my day number 14. It's my day number 14 of my quarantine day series, and I am so happy that this is my last day of the self-quarantine. So I am 18 days out of New York and 14 days out of LA, and I'm so happy that I was able to go through that 2 weeks of self quarantine, and so far so good. Wala naman akong symptoms na nararamdaman, just the loneliness of being at home alone together with my dog. So ngayon, as you can see, I am wearing a hat because 2 weeks na na walang barber shop. So ang hirap, walang pagupitan today. Diba? And the upcoming 14 days pa, mahirap pa ako makahanap ng barber. So siguro sa mga susunod na araw baka nga i-vlog ko pa na baka putulin ko na yung buhok ko one of these days. But yes, I hope you guys are enjoying your day, and I hope you guys are safe at home. Don't forget to wash your hands, and don't forget to practice social distancing. Yes? So, before anything else, I'd like to invite everyone to please subscribe to my YouTube channel. That's right over there. That's FLMtrips on YouTube. And you can also follow me on my Instagram. That's Archangel_Frank. That's me. Yes. And you can also log on to my website, which is frankloydmamaril.com. Yes, I am so overwhelmed with the success of We Heal as One music video, and if you guys haven't seen it yet, don't forget to catch it. It's on my YouTube channel and also online. You can also check out the Facebook page of We Heal as One. Yeah, like us on Facebook, We Heal as One, for your dose of positive vibes and positive news as well. So yeah, so there's a lot of things in store for you today as my viewers, and also I'll be announcing something really big later in the afternoon once the vlog is almost at its end, because I finally found the purpose of why I am doing this. So stick around until later on, because you will be finding out ano yung malaking announcement ko later. And just to give you an update of what I've done so far, so today is just the typical day. No, I still woke up early, like around 6 a.m. and actually just had my dog go down to the garden and do his business. And then I cooked early lunch. So my lunch for today is adobong pusit. Squid. So that's what I'm having also for dinner as well. So yun, ang strategy ko for this quarantine is my lunch and dinner should be parehas na lang para tipid, no? And what else can I talk about? Well, I just heard from the grapevine that here in my barangay, they've started to give out their relief goods. I'm not sure if I have one, but I hope they knock on my door and give me some. And maybe if I see it, and you know, baka pwede ka rin siyang i-donate to the security guards and maybe the and maybe the maintenance of the condo so that they have something to eat, because the security guards and the maintenance of the condo are now are staying here. They are staying here kasi they are, they can't go home na to their provinces. So they're stuck here with us as well. So right now it's I feel safe that I'm in the condo because we are the guards are strict in having no visitors allowed in the condo now. And and they also use the temperature thingy para malaman nila if you have fever or not. But yeah. So, basically that's what I did today. And also during this time, Sunday is usually rowdy because he wants to play, but I'm on live today. So yeah, so just a few minutes, I'll be having another special guest, which I am also excited to talk to him about the things that he's doing while on quarantine, and also some of the activities that he's been up to. And I've known this guy for I think the longest time, ever since I started out in the business and starting out as a director as well. So yeah, what else? Let me see. Maybe we are ready. Let's check. Maybe I could bring him in already. No? Let's bring him in already. Turn, 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 turn. Turn, turn, turn. Ringing. Ringing. So we're gonna get in touch with this guy, and when he answers, we'll get him live here on the vlog. Ouch. Ouch. So si Sunday kinukulit na ako. Yun na. So okay, so we're through. So we're gonna put him here on the vlog. And yes. Okay. So ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Cholo Gonzalez of Creative Sound Studios. So yeah, hi Cholo, how are you?
Hi, Direct Frank. Kamusta ka?
Okay naman, about you?
Magandang sa iyo dyan.
Yan, magandang hapon din sa'yo.
Sa napakagandang quarantine area.
Diba? Well, how are you so far? What have you...
So, sa lahat ng mga nanood ng iyong napakagandang vlog.
So what have you been up to so far ngayong quarantine series?
Ayun, actually dapat ako ngayon grocery day, kaya lang sabi nila napakahaba daw talaga ng mga pila dito sa mga grocery. Sabi ko bukas na lang at naghahanap ako ng mas hindi ganun kahaba. Kaya tambay muna at pagkatuloy ng mga ibang libro na ilalabas ko sa mga susunod na panahon.
Oh, wow. So, sa mga nanonood, so Cholo is actually, he's called like the voice master. So, nung sa pagkakakilala ko sa kanya, parang lahat yata ng klase ng boses kaya niya. And he also houses some of the best, voice talents in the country. That's why if you need like voiceovers and stuff, you can go to him. So, yun. And we are also part of Go Negosyo. He's more active than me actually. So he's a Go Negosyo mentor as well. So, yun, ever since Go Negosyo started, doon ko na siya nakilala. Director pa lang ako ng TV show nung Go Negosyo. Cholo Gonzalez na siya. So, yun. So, wag na nating tanungin kung ilang taon na siya. Yun. So, ano ang mga activities that you are doing while on quarantine na parang hindi ka naman mainip sa bahay?
Actually, sobrang dami kong ginagawa. Mas busy pa nga ako ngayon kaysa nung nasa office ako eh. Dahil doon, may mga nagtatrabaho para akin. Dito, ako lahat gumagawa. Especially ngayon, kasama ko yung mga iba kong mga staff. Actually, 3 sa staff ko nasa studio pa rin. Doon sila nakwatapil.
Ah, talaga?
Ibig sabihin, tuloy-tuloy pa rin yung aming operation hanggang ngayon.
Mhm.
Tapos, dito sa aking studio, meron akong bumili ako actually ng bagong studio.
Ah, yeah, that's nice.
So ngayon, nagbibigay kami ng libreng voice-over sa mga barangay. Kasama namin siyempre, one of my staff, one of my student, and now, very famous ngayon sa internet. Ang pangalan niya si Kathleen Stone.
Mm.
She is also known as the voice over flowers. So kung
Oh.
siya yung nasa likod ng boses ng kapag tumawag ka sa Jollibee Delivery, siya yung, hello, welcome to Jollibee Delivery. Ngayon.
Oh.
Tapos gumawa siya ng Facebook page o YouTube channel, yun yung voice over na sikat ngayon.
Yeah.
So, natunduan din na mag-share ng tip namin para sa mga barangay na kuwari o sa mga taga-barangay, maaari po kayong wag po kayong lumabas, baka mahawa kayo o kaya i-reverse natin o magsilabas kayo para mahawa kayo at pag hawa kayo, mahahawa mga kapag-anak nyo at isa sa kanila pwedeng mamatay, kaya kung matigas ang ulo nyo, magsilabas kayo. Ganun ba? Pwede
Yeah.
naman i-reverse yun.
Yeah.
But so far, sobrang hanggang ngayon, marami pa rin kami nagawa. Although napakalaking epekto dahil ako personally, I'm also a motivational speaker.
Mm-mm.
Ayaw yun pagdating sa training,
Mhm.
pagdating sa speaking.
Mhm.
Isma lang yun last March lang yun.
Okay.
Ayun.
So,
So kailangan
yeah. So,
makabawi tayo pero hindi natin alam hanggang ito.
yeah. So, how are you dealing so far? Like, business is out. I mean, everyone is having a hard time doing business now, of course, because of the quarantine and because of So, what are the steps that you are doing to actually, maintain your business?
Siguro bago natin sagutin direct prank, medyo nagpa-buffer kasi ako dito. Tatawag sa'yo, magpapalit lang ako ng internet.
Sige.
Ha?
Okay.
Kasi medyo malabo yung reception ko sa'yo, ha?
Okay, sure.
Babalik ako sa'yo.
Okay. So, yun. So, babalik po si
Okay, sige,
Cholo in a bit. So, yeah. So, yun. So, yun nga. Di ba? We're talking about this quarantine and syempre, ang mahirap kasing to bounce from this now. Parang, di ba? Ang hirap i-gauge. Kasi like right now, ang hirap. Like me, I'm a director but I don't have any projects, until the next couple of months. So, no income for me. And I also run a business. So, I also run FLMtrips. And because of this quarantine, there's no jobs available for them. Well, there are some, syempre, mga maliliit-liit, yung mga hindi ka pa namin natatapos before the quarantine. So it's getting a little bit hard for me to actually provide jobs for others as well. And I've been thinking of other ways of actually improving my business while on quarantine. Like right now, I'm learning this new stuff. No, I'm learning this live stream community, this live stream technology, so that when I get back and let's face it, the live experience industry will change. If it would be for the better, so good, diba? It would be good if it's for the better, diba? But while we're on quarantine, this is the time wherein we can learn new skills, and for me, it's my way of actually learning new skills and at the same time applying it now while I'm on quarantine. That's why I did this 14 days quarantine series para lang din to matutunan ko tong live stream world, 'di ba? Kasi this is kind of like how I did like live TV, you know. But this time it's for the web. This time it's for a lot of platforms. So for all those who are watching, we are streaming live now on Facebook, and we're also streaming simultaneously on YouTube. So I had to learn how to do that by myself, but just by just watching YouTube videos, and at the same time learning from my peers as well. And I would like to thank Jomer. It yun, listening to my queries so that hindi ako mawala in terms of how I will do the live stream. And so far, I think nakuha ko na naman yung tamang timpla ng how to do the live stream. Yon. So, we will be calling Cholo again, and maybe para makabalik na siya sa ating stream. And yeah, so yon, that's what's happening to me right now. And I also want to know from other businessmen also how they do it, so that I can also adapt also. Because the only way we can go through this is actually learn from the other people also. So yun, diba? Let's gonna pop up soon here. There you go. I'm back to the stream in a bit. Here we go. Ayan. See, yan, someone is yan, this is ringing. Yan. I hope this works na. Yeah, we're gonna be talking to Cholo in a few minutes pa. So yan. So anyways, going back to my story, na yun nga. So the live experience business is really struck that bad, and it's gonna be hard to bounce back soon. So we really need to find a way to learn new things, no? So we're calling Cholo right now. I hope he answers. Medyo nagkakasalisi kami ng yan. Nagkakasalisi kami ng connection. One more time, let's see. There you go. Yeah. So yeah. So anyways, while you guys are watching, for all those who are just tuned in, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. And you're watching me on my page right now on YouTube and on Facebook as well. So ayan. So, he's here. Okay. Yep. Stream is better. So, yan. Yeah, but I can't hear you though. Medyo lang audio. Your mic might be off. Your microphone might be mute. La. No. Nope. So, hello?
Hello?
Yon.
Bonso?
There you go.
Hello? Ayan, okay na?
Yep. Okay, so I'll
Okay,
bring you
great.
back to the stream. So, yeah. So, there. So,
Malinaw
Cholo
na
is...
tayo, malinaw na.
Oh, yes. Very much. So, yan. So, yun nga. I was talking to the, to the...
Live na tayo. Okay,
Yep.
so we're back.
Yeah,
Pasensya
so...
na at nawala tayo, malabo yung
Yep.
reception.
Yep. So I was telling the audience nga na yun nga na parang with this time of the season na parang we're on quarantine. Kailangan we should learn new ways to actually bounce back from this. So like right now I'm learning this live stream environment. So this is my way of actually learning new skills and learning how I will get my business back right after this quarantine, 'di ba?
Okay.
'Di ba? And kasi with you at least you guys are on, well, everyone will need voiceovers after. Everyone will have like announcements and all, 'di ba? But for the live experience industry, like for me, like during for concerts, I think it's gonna take a while for it to actually bounce back kasi syempre hindi pwedeng biglaang gathering ulit ng madaming tao, 'di ba? And I thrive on
Will take years, I think.
yes, 'di ba, live experiences. So I'm thinking that syempre live streaming might be the future for me. So that's why I'm doing this now. And I'm starting to love it actually. And this might be like the few times that I'll be in front of the camera, but yeah, I will be back on behind the camera soon after this but so far yes, I'm loving what's happening to what I'm learning so far while I'm in quarantine. How about you?
Yung kanina tinanong mo ako, di ba, bago ako nawala. Yung mga, ano yung effect, actually napakalaking effect talaga nito. Kahit kanino, kahit mayaman, mahirap, kahit nga yung mga kasama ko sa JCI Makati, halos lahat, lalo na yung presidente namin, he owns Rai Rai Ken, si President Lloyd Garcia ng JCI Makati. So he got more than 100 stores na lahat nagsara. So imagine mo yon, ilang tao ang nawalan ng trabaho dahil nagsarado lahat yan sa buong Pilipinas.
Yeah.
Especially kahit sabihin mo ng food siya, may mga kailangan siyang mga rekado, syempre, na hindi kaya nang i-provide ng katulad ng normal na sitwasyon noon. Di ba? Nababalitaan natin nagkakaharangan nga ng Actually, direct Frank, when this coronavirus announced in Wuhan last January, I had this experience na nagkaka-anxiety attack ako. Kasi I'm a futurist. I'm a visionary. I always expect the worst ako lagi. Worst case scenario kasi ako. Okay, I'm a motivational speaker, inspirational speaker, and I also brand myself the only ang branding ko ngayon, influential speaker, kasi walang gumagamit ng influential speaker, puro motivational, puro inspirational. Sabi ko, mas maganda na yung influential kasi inspiration and motivation has expiration. Pero when you influence people, malaki yung effect nun sa buhay nila. Kahit wala ka na, may influence ka pa rin sa kanila. So, here's the thing. Sabi ko, kung nangyari ito sa Wuhan, mangyayari din ito sa Pilipinas. But the problem is, we don't have the same system, we don't have the same technology, and we don't have the same money as China have, and they can do it in an instant eh.
Yes.
Sabi ko, 2 months ago, we have to close our country. Sabi na, hindi pwede yan kasi maraming malulugi. Eh, ba't uunahin nyo yan? Mag-sacrifice tayo ngayon para sa huli, tayo rin yung makikinabang. Ang sabi ko, although imposible naman to, hindi naman talaga posible yung iniisip ko during that time. That was February 2 when I posted something na we have to close the country and sacrifice so that in the future we will realize na tama yung ginawa natin. Kasi look at what's happening to other countries. Buti na nga lang kahit papaano nakapag-decide din na i-close tayo, pero it's 1 month too late. Actually, 2 months too late na rin dahil isa sa mga, that was February 2 eh, kailan lang tayo nag-announce ng quarantine. So, pinost ko yun sa Facebook ko, marami nag-react, maraming parang tanga ka, baliw ka, pinag-iisip mo imposible yan. Sabi ko, you don't see what I am seeing. Kasi who I am right now is actually I've seen it 20 years ago. So if you're a visionary, if you're a futurist, worst case scenario, mas maraming mamatay dito sa Pilipinas. Bakit? Hindi naman tayo tulad ng China na alam mo yon kayang kontrolin ng gobyerno ang tao. Dito, kahit anong gawin ng gobyerno, ang tao matigas pa rin ang ulo.
Totoo yan.
Bakit? Pag nagutom yan, hindi dahil matigas ang ulo na, dahil masakit din ang sikmura nila. Eh, mahirap na bansa tayo eh. So sabihan, titigas ng ulo, oo, kasi gutom na sila. Pero kung pakakainin mo yan, dyan na kayo sa bahay, huwag kayong lumabas, pakakainin ko kayo, eh may pera ba tayo sa gobyerno? It can only last for how long? 2 weeks?
Yes.
And after that, the problem is, ito yung nakikita kong problema direct, is kapag nagkaroon na ng chaos, nagkakaroon na ng anarkiya yan, na kanya-kanya na yung tao, gutom na eh, magnanakaw na yan, magkakaroon ng civil disobedience. How can the government control that? Kaya nga hindi alam ngayon ng gobyerno kasi we are losing people, the frontliners are dying because of, I don't want to say stupidity, but it's common sense naman na mangyayari yung nangyari sa China. Alam mo yun, parang sabi ko, ano nangyayari? Bakit wala tayong ginagawa to stop? Simple lang naman ang rule din. If we close our country during that time, kahit nga yung lahat by province na lang, sabihin na natin by island, bawal nang, kahit sabihin mong taga dun ka, wala kang choice, parang gera yan. Pag pumutok ang gera, stop na kagad. Wala kang walang sasakyan, wala kang magagawa, may gera na. So you have to be on where you are and you have to survive on wherever you are. What happened is when the president announced that there is 2 days na you can go home. My God, can you imagine what happened during that time? Imagine how many people are already have the virus.
Yes.
And he let it go around the country. That's why in every corner of this country, may virus. If that day, nag-declare ka na ng total lockdown, kahit we have to sacrifice those people na naipit, wala tayong magagawa. Unlike now, we are sacrificing the frontliner because we didn't do something before it happened. Nag-get mo yung point?
Yes.
So sabi na, hindi kasi pwede, kailangan meron munang siguradong merong yung confirmed cases. Will you wait? Sabi nga, yung isang yan, nagkaroon lang, nahawahan ng dalawa, exponential growth na yan. Look at what's happening in China. For sure, we have 100,000 already. Hindi nga lang natetest yung mga tao. And asymptomatic yung karamihan dyan. Ibig sabihin, hindi nila alam na may virus sila. Ito ang kinakatakot ko, Frank. Ayoko talagang lumabas kasi hindi ko alam kung ang nasa grocery, yung dyan, cashier dyan, may virus na. At yung nagbabag, yung nilalagay mo sa bag mo, may virus na. Anong gagawin natin? I don't know. Pero sabi ko, if we had decided 2 months ago to have macroeconomy, we are still free to go around and we can still go outside our houses. At least, the economy is still running but internal na lang. Wala nang outsider. Cut na lahat yan. You have to sacrifice. Walang nakaisip na ganun. O ultimong DILG secretary ngayon, si Anyo, may virus.
May virus na din, yeah.
Ano, sabi ko, 2 months ago, I was telling that we have to, I don't have the power. I just can, kumbaga, make, kumbaga, announce or blog or post na ganon. And everyone was saying, naku, imposible yung iniisip mo. Maraming maguguto, maraming, sabi ko, nanonood ba kayo ng mga zombie, mga apocalypse, mga ganon? Sabi ko, panood kayo ng ganon. Imagine niyo lahat ng tao zombie ngayon. You don't know who got it. You don't even know kung ako nga, takot na takot. Pag nagpapadeliver ako ng tubig, kulang na lang, lagyan ko lahat ng disinfectant yung Ganon dapat tayo ka-OA, ganon dapat tayo ka-praning. Bakit? This happened to us because we are so complacent. Because the government will say, okay lang yan, we are ready. Even we are not, just to please the people. Imagine, Frank, 1 month from now, and there are already 100,000 confirmed cases in this country. Until when tayo magtatago? Until when tayo ganito? Worst case scenario pag-usapan natin, hindi yung, bounce back agad. Wala pa nga nangyayari. You think of bounce back when everything stopped. But from now, you have to stay in your house, do something that you can do for the other people. Mag-donate ka. Kaya lang, alam mo yun, because we are so politicized, kung napabalitaan mo, ayaw ko nang manood ng TV na. Bubuisit na lang ako talaga eh. Alam mo yung na yung anxiety attack na nangyayari sa tao, yung stress level na meron sila ngayon. Alam mo yung sino yung mga yan? Yan yung mga taong walang pera. Yan yung mga walang pambili. Pangalawa, anong gagawin ng mga taong isang kahig, isang tuka kapag wala na silang makahig? Ano pang tutukain nila? Ngayon, yung gobyerno, Band-Aid solution, eto, meron kayong kakainin. Sabihin na natin for 1 week. So after 1 week, wala na perang gobyerno. Anong gagawin? Worst case scenario, magnanakaw yung mga yan. Worst case scenario, lahat ng mayaman, ng mga pera, papasukin yung bahay. Hindi ito pinag-uusapan ng mga tao kasi takot silang pag-usapan. Pero ito yung pwedeng posibleng mangyari.
Yeah. The reality of it all.
Napanood natin sa mga pelikula na, ano ba yan? Pang pelikula lang, oo. Kaya nga, alam mo, lahat ng pelikula, posible kasi na-idea yan eh. Kumbaga parang, na-force mo na yan eh. Parang kay Nostradamus, may, ano mo yan, parang ano mo siya, kumbaga nakikita mo yung posible mangyari. And, my God, eto, Pilipinas pa lang pinag-uusapan natin. Can you imagine, America, sabi nga, 2 weeks ago, kailan ka pa nag-New York? Well, kung nasa New York ka ngayon, posibleng meron ka ng virus. We don't know. Bakit? Gala ka ng gala doon. Hindi mo alam, hinawakan naman. Kasi dumami ngayon yung virus sa Amerika dahil tinaken for granted din nila. Kasi sabi ng presidente nila, wala, okay lang yan. Kontrolado natin. Yung mga tao naman, sige, Amerika tayo, hindi tayo tatablan. O di ngayon, ilang linggo, 1 week ago, nagdeklara ang New York. Pero it's too late because everyone got it already.
Yeah.
So, then California. And then yung ibang state, hindi pa rin nagpo-close. At least dito, in fairness kay Presidente Duterte, kahit late na siya, konti pa lang din. Kumbaga kahit pa paano, na-control natin yung paglago. Kasi kung patuloy pa rin tayo hanggang ngayon, wala na. Lahat tayo meron na.
So the numbers that we're seeing right now, like let's say it's already like what, 2,000 plus, those are the effects of what we had like 2 weeks ago, 'di ba? So ngayon lang siya nagma-manifest.
What we are seeing now is the only people who are tested. But the problem is, if you are asymptomatic, halimbawa, hindi mo alam meron ka. Ngayon, feeling mo, wala. Pero ang kagandahan lang, naka-enclose na tayo ngayon dahil meron tayong social distancing. We can stop yung kumbaga flatten the
curve.
The curve. But next problem is the people. Ang ngayon natin nare-realize, direct, mas back to basic tayo. Ano ba yung basic? Pagkain. Wala nang iba eh. Dalawa lang ang kailangan ng tao ngayon. Pagkain, internet.
Yes, actually. Totoo yung internet. Totoo yung internet.
Frank, sinong kasama mo dyan sa bahay?
Just me and my dog.
Imagine, kung walang internet, anong gagawin mo?
Wala.
Tell me.
Yun nga eh, kaya nga ginagawa ko to eh.
So, yun yung sinasabi ko. Pero yung mahihirap, wala silang ganito. Wala silang kapasidad na, meron silang free data Facebook, but they don't actually know what's really happening. Kung meron silang TV, so be it, at least napapanood nila yung mga update. Pero ito na, what happened right now is equalizer na to eh. You know, it hurts me when I'm seeing doctors dying. My God, can you imagine how long these people, lalo na yung mga ano yung tawag, yung kumbaga wala sa puso, espesyalista, yan. Mga espesyalista in just 1 week, mamamatay sila ng ganun-ganun.
Yeah.
Because, sabi lang alam mo, kasalanan din ng World Health Organization. Kung noon pa lang,
they've announced
this is not pandemic. No, it will become pandemic. So right now, we have to declare it as a pandemic. Either it become pandemic or epidemic pa lang. At least, magkamali man tayong hindi siya naging pandemic. At least we started earlier or we have, kumbaga, prepared early. So, kaya na-stop na maging pandemic kasi ganun din kabobo ng World Health. Sabi, di ba? I mean, obviously, history will always repeat itself. Kaya nga, alam mo yun, akala natin yung mga bubonic plague is just a history na hindi natin naiintindihan. Kamatay yung mga European. Iba naman ang panahon ng European. It takes years before it travels the world. It only takes weeks before it travels the world. Imagine mo nung 1 week, may cases ka na kaagad sa ibang bansa. Bakit? May aeroplano ka eh. Imagine mo, isang tao lang ang pumunta sa isang bansa at makahawa ng dalawa, exponential na yan. What we are actually seeing na 800 to 900, I think kapag talagang lalo na yung mga pag pumasok na siya sa India, sa Africa, sa Brazil, o yung mga may malalaking population, we are talking about 100 million who will be infected and millions will die. This is just the beginning. It's scary, but it's true. Ito yung sinabi nila na mas magandang OA ka na sa panahon ngayon kaysa wala kang pakialam. Ngayon daw, it's the best time to be negative rather than positive.
Yeah.
Pag positive ka daw, positive sa virus.
But moving forward, I mean, what are we moving forward to or looking forward to after this, diba?
We are just waiting, Frank. What we can do now is to learn new things, no? Because there is no normal anymore. You cannot go back to normal. There's no such thing as normal because a lot of people will die. Oo, hindi ko kayo tinatakot. It's happening. And I don't know if I'm going to live this year, if I will get a virus because I have to go out to get grocery. Kumbaga, parang sentensya ka na, isang paa mo, pag lumabas ka, nasa hukay na. Dapat ganun tayo mag-isip. Hindi yung okay lang yan, chill lang, chill ka, bukas patay ka na. Walang masamang maging positive. Ako, I'm a motivational speaker, but we have to be realistic. This is real talk. This is not talk shit. A lot of mga videos ngayon, napapanood yung mga live ganyan. Bounce back agad. No problem with that. I love it. I support you. But you have to be realistic now. What's happening? What we can do now? That's what that's what we need. Yung paano natin tutulungan yung mga taong kailangan ng tulong. Hindi yung sitting critic ka, nagre-reklamo ka, TikTok ka dyan. My God. Ang dami mo pwede pang gawin. Mag-aaral ka, magbasa ka. Kung hindi ka naman nakakatulong, huwag ka na lang din mag-react. Kasi ako, kahit gustuhin kong putaktihin ng comment na sabi ko, di ba sinabi ko na sa inyo, wala, tapos na yun. Nangyayari na to. Kasi since February pa lang, Frank, nag-iipon na ako ng mga grocery. Maniwala ka, 50,000 na ang nagastos ko dahil lang talagang sobrang praning ako. Sabi na, parang kang tanga, ngayon, tingnan natin, sinong praning, sino ngayon ang nahihirapan. Kasi ang gusto ko lang naman, bumili gulay. Wala na akong mabili gulay. Alam mo, ang kamamatay ng tao ngayon, alam mo man.
Sakit sa bato.
Sakit sa bato. Puro MSG na yung mga
Totoo.
katawan ng tao.
Ako nga, ang swerte ko lang kasi meron akong isang staff na kakababa lang ng Benguet. Pinadalan ako ng isang box ng ng gulay. So at least meron ako kinakain na gulay now. But yeah. So ganun nga.
So, moving forward, today is
April 1.
Napansin mo, wala nag-April Fool's Day.
Wala. It would be a bad joke.
Sabihin mo, naku, meron akong COVID-19. Ewan ko lang kung saan ka pulutin.
Diba?
Joke mo yan.
Diba?
So, parang, you cannot make joke in this present situation.
Oo nga.
I mean, ang tangi ako, personally, ang tangi ko lang magagawa ay magstay sa bahay. Tumulong ako dito sa community ko. Actually, nagbigay ako ng boxes ng
face mask. Face masks.
Mask, no? Para sa mga gwardiya, sa mga frontliners. So, tahimik ko na lang ginagawa yon. Kasi namila ako ng medyo marami-rami ring mask. Kasi pinamigay ko din sa mga tauhan ko. Sabi ko, mas maganda ng ready ka kaysa, proactive kaysa reactive.
Oo.
So ngayon, yung sitwasyon ngayon sa office, dahil nandun sila, ako din yung nagpapakain dun sa mga tao ko. So ang problema ko lang, paano ko sila hatiran since naka-quarantine nga at bawal lumabas. So ngayon, ang ginagawa ko, nagsiset up ako ngayon ng bagong studio dito sa office. Kasi nga nag-retire na ako, hindi mo na itatanong, last December 30, 2019, I retired sa mundo ng dubbing. As you know, we met dyan sa Hero TV.
Yeah.
Naalala mo yun, nagsisimula pa lang 2005. Remember?
Yes.
And halos magkasingidad yung company natin. 15 years ka na rin, di ba?
Yes.
Tama. Ako rin. This year, we are going to celebrate our 15th anniversary. So imagine mo yun, ang tagal na. And we have produced literally thousands of projects. I have produced more than 3,000 graduates and more than 500 voice talents are now active in ABS-CBN, GMA7, TV5, lahat ng dubbing studio, halos karamihan ng mga bata dyan na train natin. And also, mga DJ, reporter, broadcaster. So, ang laki na naging contribution ng Creative Voices at Philippine Center for Voice Acting, now called Voice Acting Academy Philippines. So, itong mga tao ngayon to, malaki din naging contribution sa society natin dahil sila yung naririnig nating boses. So, but right now, since the world is flat, everyone can do voiceover on their own houses.
Yes.
But the good thing about what I have established is when you Google voice talent, for example, ito, di ba yung okay Google? Try lang natin yung cellphone na isa. Okay Google. Teka na. Okay Google. Hindi siya nagre-react. Pero pag ginugel mo, Filipino voice talent, top 10 halos kami. So, we are receiving at least 10 inquiries a day. Isa o dalawa lang doon ma-close namin. Okay na. So, may sale ka na.
Yeah.
Araw-araw.
And it's not just local, no? You also have like international inquiries as well, di ba?
Yeah, actually, we have served more than 100 countries around the world. Kasi we are also doing all the languages since I have more than 100 voice talents around the world na can do different languages. So, maganda yung ano. And actually, hindi kami local company. We are an international company.
Mm-hmm.
But we are focusing, ang goal ko kasi is to make the Philippines the center of voiceover excellence in Asia. So, I set the standard of voice acting in the Philippines, literally. Kasi without creative voices, without the training, the school, I don't think mag-grow tong industriya na to. Kasi this is being dominated by only certain people that, you know, sila nang sila eh.
Mm-hmm.
I hate the idea of KKK. Alam mo yung KKK, kapuso, kapamilya, kapatid. Literally, magkakamag-anak, magkakakilala, magkakaibigan. So, since I disrupt the system, these people hated me so much to the point na even I don't do bad things, when you say my name, parang, mayabang yan. I mean, what's mayabang for helping people? O baka problema nyo lang na naiinggit sila dahil hindi sila ako. Hindi nila nagawa yung mga nagawa ko 15 years ago. For sure, in your industry, someone hated you for creating different things. Kumbaga, they hate you because they ain't you. Yung parang tipong ang dami nyong nasasabi, pero wala naman kayo nagagawang kakaiba. For sure, kasi I believe in you, sobrang, when you are starting, bata ka pa nun, 21, 22. Ganun ka kabata nun eh. You literally, ilang taon ka na ngayon, Frank?
34.
Oh, 6 years ahead ako sa'yo.
Mm-hmm.
Pag 34 ka, nagsimula ako, 25 years old, yung Creative Voices. Eh, mga 19 ka lang nun, 19 or 20 years
20,
old.
actually 20.
So imagine that, at that age, you are already a visionary. You are already making your future self. If you didn't started young, who are you now? Di ba? Marami kang kasabayan na matatanda na nauna sa industriya pero hindi sila nag-create ng something new, something different. Still, ganun pa rin sila. Wala nagbago. Unlike you, sobrang, alam mo yun, yung you are so creative and you are so, kumbaga, ang tawag ko dyan, yung dedicated and committed to your craft. CD, commitment and dedicated. You created your future self, which is the 34-year-old you. Just like what I have done in my life. I started at age 16. Imagine, I'm already working for ABS-CBN since I'm 16 years old.
Yeah.
I became the youngest broadcaster, the youngest writer, the youngest director, one of the youngest voice talent at dubber at age 16. So because I believe that's what I really want to do, but I retired at age 20. So when I turned 20 years old, after my college days at UP Diliman, I went to the States.
Mm-hmm.
I went to Japan to study. I went to Australia. I went to Japan. I went to China to learn more. So that makes me different from anyone because I have bigger perspective.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why I retired in ABS when I was 21. But I got back when I was 25 nung nagkita tayo. It's sabihin, ganun duration na wala ako. But still, I'm establishing myself outside.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't have to stay with ABS just to say, I'm a voice talent, I'm a dubber.
Mm-hmm.
If they want you, they will get you. Nagtataka nga ako, 3 times akong nag-retire. ABS, ZBNs kept on getting me. Because I'm the only one who can provide and produce new voices for ABS-CBN during that time. Diba? Same old voices naman ang ginagamit nila eh.
Mm-hmm.
So because I have a school, I use my students para gamitin yung boses nilang bago. So ngayon, I can say 80% ng mga bagong voice talents sa ABS-CBN are my students.
That's good.
And I'm proud to say. Diba? So, the idea na yung contribution ko sa industriya, hindi yan matatawaran. Pangalawa, I am the only voice talent who has his own recording studio, who has his own school, and who wrote a book about voice acting. yung gusto kong maging voice talent. It actually won the National Book Awards by the National Book Authority,
National
yung
books.
board,
Okay.
National Board of the Philippines ng mga nagsusulat, ng mga author, ng mga
Authors.
books.
Mm-mm.
Nanalo ako last 2017 and under yung book ko, ang publisher ko, Psycom. And it has sold more than, I think, mga almost 100,000 copies na yata ang
Oh,
na-sold
wow.
nila.
Congratulations on all those, ha?
Ginagamit ngayon yung libro ko ng mga mass comm students sa lahat sa buong Pilipinas. Kasi wala naman
Yes.
locally produced or written or authored na libro about voice acting,
Yes.
about dubbing, about broadcasting.
Oh, yeah, in the
And
local
about
setting, wala nga. Even nung nag-aaral ako, parang always foreign references usually ang ginagamit eh. So ang iba din kasi yung yung practice in the Philippines eh. You can't pattern it Hollywood style eh kasi it's different. Hindi naman ganun yung
Different
sistema
talaga,
natin.
kasi ako, nag-aral ako muna sa Amerika bago ko sinulat yan. I am the only Filipino who attended and also become the speaker sa Voice Over International Creative Experience in Anaheim, California in 2012, no? So, and I also was trained by yung mga pinakamagagaling na voice talent sa Amerika. So, dinala ko sa Pilipinas, ang ginawa ko, nag-train din ako ng mga magtuturo. Kumbaga yung mga, I made myself obsolete so that I can do better things rather than doing the same thing na paulit-ulit na naman ginagawa since I'm 16 years old. That's the reason why I have to announce my retirement, or else, alam mo, pag hindi mo kasi in-announce yung retirement mo, feeling ng mga tao, you still do the same. But the truth is, iba na yung ginagawa ko talaga. I'm focusing now on business development, branding, marketing strategy, PR. Yan. Kung mapapansin mo, ang lulupit din ng mga graphics ko, pati mga videos ko na ginagawa. Very important kasi yan eh. Pati yung copywriting, pati ang online article writing, pati mga mga vlogs. Like I'm also writing for When in Manila. Kasi when we die, if we don't document ourselves, if you don't write something, you'll be forgotten. One of the numbers to die. I mean, you are no one. Even you are the best on what you do now, it doesn't matter as long as you write what you have done and you teach people of what you know about what you are doing. You are no one. Walang magaling kung hindi ka nagpagaling ng ibang tao. Ang tunay na magaling, pinapagaling niya yung ibang tao. Yun ang totoo dyan eh. So sabi ko nga, when I discovered there's so many people better than me, I rather influence them instead of just saying, ay, mas magaling ako dyan. Ano yung problema sa industriya namin? Ang saswapang at ang dadamot ng mga tao. Ayaw nilang magbigay ng opportunity sa ibang tao. Alam niyo kung sino kayo. Kaya nga nag-react yan, galit yan sa akin yung mga tao din. Bakit? Alam mo yung sasabihin nila, ayan na naman si Pocholo, may bago na naman dala. Sigurado, aagawan na naman tayo ng trabaho nito. What kind of mindset do you have? Alam nyo, wag na kayong you have to do something else. Kasi I know you love what you're doing, but if you're doing it all your life and you don't pass it to the young generation, what you know and who you are will die with you, and no one will recognize you, even will write about you, because you don't help them to become better, nor even help them during the time na nagsisimula sila. Kasi ganun yung feeling ko eh. And I only respect those people who helped me, especially, I can say, I started with Joey Galvez on my radio stint. So, Tito Joey nagtulong sa akin sa broadcasting. Ngayon sa dubbing, it's Danny Mandia and si Matutina, no? Si Evelyn Bontogot, si Tita Matok. Yan lang ang tanging dalawang tao na talagang inibigay ko yung naniwala sila sa akin kasi Frank, sobrang nakakayak yung kwento ko sa dubbing. Kasi alam mo yung kung mababasa mo yung libro ko, bigyan kita ng kopya. Ang nangyari nun, yung unang-una kong try kasi gusto ko talaga maging dubber, I was only 16 years old. So nagdub ako. Pinagbasa lang ako ng isang linya. During that time, hindi pa ako marunong. Ang may tono pa ako, sabi ko, lisanin na natin ang dagat ngayon. Talagang may tono ako, parang sing-song pattern. Sabi sa akin, ay hindi ka magaling, huwag ka na mag-dubber. Alis ka na dyan. Akin na yan. Alam mo yun, parang, sana tinuruan mo ko. Sana sabi mo, ay, medyo sing-song ka, ganito dapat ang delivery. Lisanin na natin ang dagat ngayon! Hindi yung lisanin na natin ang dagat ngayon. Alam mo yun, tumanim sa isip ko, nasabi ko, sige, mag-aaral ako, darating ang panahon, kapag ako na nasa posisyon mo, instead na people will hate me, people will love me because during the time na walang naniniwala sa kanila, naniwala ako sa kanila, kahit hindi pa sila magaling. Kasi ganun din naman ikaw sa mga taong naniwala sa iyo nung nagsisimula ka. Kasi when you were 19 years old, who will believe in you? Wala ka pa naman napapatunayan. I mean, you just have the idea, but there are certain people who believes in you. But there's a lot of people who doesn't believe in you. Ibig sabihin, mas maraming hindi naniwala kaysa naniwala. Pero yung isa naniwala na yun, kung wala siya, sino ka ngayon? Yun ang dapat natin. Kaya nga, the attitude of gratitude, dapat hindi natin yun natin sa puso't isipan natin.
Totoo yan.
And we give credit where credit is due.
Where credit is due, yes.
Diba? We can only connect the dot backwards. Kasi alam mo, Frank, marami naman ako natulungan. Marami rin mo namang walang utang na loob.
Tsaka mahirap yung yung nagmamadali. Kasi there's a lot of like new ones na nagmamadali, ayaw nilang daanan yung process, which they do not understand the purpose of the process eh. 'Di ba? Kaya that's why you're like that. It's because ang dami mong pinagdaanan na hirap. And yung hirap na yon, hindi yon para dahil pahirapan ka lang, pinapanday ka nung hirap na yon. It makes you who you are right now. Katulad ng sinasabi mo na parang
kasi kahit bumagsak tayo ngayon, kaya natin itayo yung sarili natin dahil alam natin kung ano yung pundasyong nagawa natin. Kasi hindi na naman nila pwedeng alisin kung ano yung nagawa natin. Kahit sirain nila yon, ang reputasyon mo pa rin ang mas importante. Yung dignidad mo bilang tao na kung paano mo ginawa at alam ng tao kung saan din sila nanggaling. Yung mga tao kasing nagmamadali, bata ni Pucholo yan dati. Dapat, galing kay Frank yan, kay Frank lang natuto yan. Pero kung makapagyabang, akala mo, yung idea sa kanya galing. Yung mga ganun ba?
Pero alam mo, before, I don't know, Cholo, pero ako kasi na-experience ko din yan eh, na parang, ewan ko, dati sobrang sumasama ang loob ko sa ganyan. Pero ngayon, parang, wala na, parang hinahayaan ko na lang, kasi parang, I guess it's with the generation eh. I guess it's with iba yung how we were raised and how we were trained. Kasi now, with the emergence of technology also, everything is instant eh. So, they feel that everything also should be instant to them. Everything should be handed to them on a silver platter right away. Na
tama ka, Frank. Kasi ang issue na lang ngayon, ano ba talagang purpose mo? Ano ba talaga yung deeper why mo? Alam mo, bakit ako ganito? Meron akong pinanggagalingan, may hugot kasi ako. yung hugot ko na yon, nanggagaling pa rin ng bata ako, yung paano naapi ako, pinapakan ako, yung kumbaga minaliit ako, sige. O, sino kayo ngayon? Who? 'Di ba? I mean, who you ka ngayon sa akin? Alam mo, it hurts me when I see these people. Alam mo yung, ang kagandahan ng ginawa ko, may mga taong nang away sa akin ng bata ako. Pero nung time na kailangan nila ako, tinulungan ko pa rin sila. Hindi ko talaga, alam mo, parang ito yung nang-api sa akin eh. Pero yung time na, alam mo yung feeling na pwede ko silang gantihan, alam mo ba yung ginawa mo sa akin noon? Sa akin nila parang, sige, sweet revenge ako sa'yo ngayon. Ngayon, sila pa yung pumupuri sa akin. Alam mo, yan si Pucholo. Hindi yan mayabang. Ang totoo dyan, kinikwento niya lang naman yung mga nagawa niya at mas marami pa siyang natutulungan dahil nai-inspire niya yung ibang tao. Kasi ang totoo naman yung salitang yabang sa English, confidence, pride. you are proud of what you are doing, di ba?
Mhm.
I mean, how will people believe in you kung ikaw mismo hindi ka naniniwala sa sarili mo at sa sarili mong gawa?
True.
You have to be proud. Or else, hindi naman sa nagyayabang ka, pero ang punto doon, pinagmamalaki mo, hindi mo pinagyayabang. Pinagmamalaki mo yung masterpiece mo. Kasi kung iisa-isahin natin yung nagawa ko dito, kaya,
Mahaba.
wag na lang.
Oo. Ma-overtime na ako actually.
Pagdating, pagdating sa award, I mean, I have like 100 awards, pero hindi ko kailang isupal pa sa mukha ninyo na, I mean, I've won this award, like, at Congress Award, Afro Awards, Best Voice Talent. I mean, I have trophies on that, pero ang tunay kong trophy, yung mga taong nagtatagumpay, ang mga taong nagsasucceed dahil naturuan ko, at yung mga taong marunong tumingin sa pinanggalingan na sinasabi nila, maraming salamat kay Voice Master dahil sa kanya, nandito ako ngayon. Hindi yung, wala, hindi naman nakatulong yan eh. Hindi ako yung tinuruan yan. Magaling na talaga ako, kaya ako, wow, wow, kayo na magaling, di ba? Hindi rin sumasama loob ko doon, Frank. Ang point doon, lumalabas ang totoong pagkatao nila. Sabi ko nga, walang taong nagbabago, lumalabas lang ang
Tunay.
I mean, nung panahon na kailangan nyo ako, ang bait-bait niyo sa akin. Yes, direct. Opo, sir. O nung nabigyan ka na ng chance, nung na-discover ka na ng ibang tao dahil sa akin, kung makapagsalita ka, akala mo, mas magaling ka pa sa master mo. Hindi ikaw na. Ang masama, meron pa akong partner, sobrang kinopya niya lahat. O di, kopyahin nyo na. Inyo na yun. Hindi mo naman pwedeng ibalik yung 15 taon na galing ka sa akin. Pero kasi akong partner dati. In-interview siya. Ang tanong sa kanya, paano ka nagsimula? Hindi man lang niya binanggit yung 15 taon na pinagsamahan namin.
Talaga ba?
Alam mo yung, ay tumalon, hindi mabanggit pangalan ko. Bakit? Bakit mapapasok ka, magliliyab ka pag binanggit mo pangalan ko? Because ayaw mong iparating sa mga tao na nanggaling ka sa akin. Ako ang dahilan kaya ka nakapasok sa dubbing, kaya ka naging director, kaya ka nagkaroon ng knowledge sa kung anong meron sa'yo. Pero I wish him luck. Wala naman yan eh. Alam niya kung sino siya at alam ng mga tao kung sino.
Ako, parang natapos na ako sa panahon na parang nagsasar grape ako ng mga nangyayari na parang tinuruan ko, ganyan, nawala sa akin, tapos biglang ngayon kinakalaban pa ako, ganyan, tapos na. Parang ako right now, I'm just making myself better, and I think naman with the years that we put in, parang I think we made a name for ourselves already, so I don't think that we need to prove anything else. So right now,
lang kasi, marami silang naluloko, marami silang, alam mo yung deception to eh. Parang, alam mo yun, kinokopya mo pati konsepto ko, prinsipyo ko, pero alam mo, akin yun. Pero wala namang problema yon. Sabi ko nga, parang Star Wars lang yan. I trained Jedis. I gave them power. But, you know, if you are a Sith, you become dark forces. It will just come out from you. If you are really dark, if you are negative, o di ikaw na yung, ikaw yung kalaban. Pero mahalaga, I produce a lot of masters. So maraming Jedi master.
That's good.
Kumbaga ako si Qui-Gon Jinn ng hindi naman si Yoda.
Akala ko si Yoda.
I see myself as the Qui-Gon Jinn of voice acting and dubbing in the Philippines. So I have trained so many people, and a lot of ilan lang din naging Sith, naging dark forces, pero it doesn't matter. Because at the end of the day, I already retired. I've got my, kumbaga, when I turned 40, it's the other people, kasi I made myself obsolete na eh. I don't direct anymore, I don't do voiceovers anymore, but all the projects sa akin galing. Ako ang nag-produce, ako ang nag-close ng deal, because people around the world trust me so much. Because of that, I wrote an article, I wrote a chapter on the art of voice acting book ni James Alberger. You know, James Alberger is my teacher in the US. He also invited me to speak in the US. And he is the author of the Bible of voice acting in the world, which is the art of voice acting. He asked me to write about dubbing. And it is more than like 15 pages that I wrote, and it was actually published last year, and it sold more than like 100,000 copies around the world.
Oh,
Imagine
good
that.
for you. I mean,
So,
with all the success that you're having now, and as much as I have like limited time to actually talk to you, wow man, you've accomplished a lot. And I actually learned a lot from you also. Na parang ako at first, akala ko, ako lang yung nakakaramdam ng mga ganito. Actually, to sa'yo naman din ang galing yung mga ganyang feelings about how things are going on with your career and what you've been through. Tapos I also parang nare-relate ko na rin yung sarili ko na parang, ay, oo nga no, so hindi lang pala ako nag-iisa. So as a businessman, businessman to businessman, we dinadaanan natin din lahat to mga to, and it makes us better people and it makes us better citizens of this country as well. So I think ang ano lang natin dito is basically we continue to train people, we continue to be of service of
true.
our audience, and everything will go out as planned, no? So yun.
Ang pinaka-importante naman, you shared your vision, you shared your principle, you shared your purpose to other people. Kasi, ang ibang tao, puro negosyo lang, pera-pera lang talaga. And I hate, ako, red flag na sa akin, ang tao magtatanong magkano ba ito. Automatic yan, tanggal
Yeah.
ka na sa sistema ko. Bakit? Along the way, alam ko magkakaroon na ng problem. Dahil, experience natin yan, Frank, no? Napakarami nating, magkano ba yan direct? Ito yung mga talent. Kaya nga, I don't call myself talent. I'm not a voice talent. I am a voice artist. My book is entitled, Gusto Kong Maging Voice Talent. But it is actually, bait lang yun. So I explained in the book, dapat ang title nito, Gusto Kong Maging Voice Artist. Pero alam ko namang hindi mo alam ang voice artist. So, alam mo yan, pag nabasa mo yan, ay gusto kong maging voice talent. So, I think, Frank, I suggest you write your book about your ideas, about what you do. Kasi right now, I'm writing a book called Gusto Kong Maging Lover at Gusto Kong Maging Motivational Speaker.
Oh, that's nice. So, and looking forward to that book.
You have to write it or else no one will write it for you.
Yeah.
Ganito lang naman yan. Simple lang naman magsulat. You don't write it yourself.
Yeah, ask someone to write it for you. Yeah.
Like, you have a story to tell, pa-interview ka, ano ba yung mga principles, idea mo. We never know kasi yung book ko ngayon, because of my book, I'm being invited to all mass communication schools. As you know, I'm also one of the top 10 motivational speaker sa Google. Pag naghanap ka, Filipino motivational speaker. Of course, yung best friend ko, si Lloyd will always be number 1.
Yes.
Pagdating sa Google. But we actually, we founded a group called Philippine Association of Professional Speaker. So yun nga yung sinasabi ko sa'yo, Frank. I want you to become a motivational speaker. Why? Because kapag hindi ka naman nagtotok, director ka lang hindi ka motivational speaker. It is,
we'll get there.
Napansin mo, kahit yung mga dating presidente ng Amerika, yung mga CEO, sila Bill Gates, sila Oprah Winfrey, pinaka-ultimate nila, kumbaga sa hierarchy of needs, yung self-actualization nila is actually sharing and speaking, influencing people about their story, about what they have done during the time na bata sila. Because these people knew they will die anyway. So, kahit si Bill Gates kaya philanthropist na sila ngayon. Kasi they all know na mamamatay din sila. They all know na one day, wala na lahat yun. Diba?
Yeah.
So, yun. And I hope one day din, marami tayong gawin. Kung nakikita mo yung mga videos ko, mga speaking engagement ko, I have my own production house. I own Creative Vision Productions. Ang goal naman niya is to tell story about people. Parang, ikaw as a director, yes, you produce a lot for other people. But the question is, do you produce something about yourself? Kasi right now, I suggest you're a director, direct yourself, make a story about yourself. The most inspiring people is not other people, but your future self. Your future self defines who you are. Because who you are right now is a creation of your dream when you were young. You are talking to your younger self. So if you're going to talk to your younger self, the question is the person you want to be doing the things you're about to do? And sabi ko nga, do something today that your future self will thank you for. And because we became who we are so happy of what we are and what we have. Unlike other people, puro regrets kasi hindi nila nagawa yung mga pangarap nila nung bata sila. Alam natin yun. So who you are is a creation of your dream when I first met you when you were 19 years old. Sobrang iba ka ngayon. I mean, hindi naman nagbago itsura mo, mukha ka pa rin 19 years old. Pero imagine, kung yung mga ganitong kwento, tapos na tayo magkwento ng iba, ikwento naman natin yung buhay natin. Alam mo, ang tunay na magaling, buhay niya yung example. Sabi nga, leadership is setting by example. And how can you become a motivational speaker if you're talking about other people's business and other people's story? You don't, ang tawag nyo, tismoso ka. You tell about yourself. Hindi naman yun first hand or second, not even second hand experience. You don't know them, you don't see them, but you tell about their story. It's okay. But the question is, do you have your own story to tell that will make other people inspired, motivated, and kumbaga, yung katulad ko, di ba? Sabi ko nga, influence. Na-influence ba sila ng kwento? Kung wala kasing kwenta yung kwento mo, wala kang kwenta. Chismoso ka lang. Marami kasing motivational speaker, kwento ng ibang tao yung sinasabi. Yung iba na kopya lang kay Anthony Robbins, iba na kopya lang sa mga libro na nabasa, tapos itotok na. Ang tanong ikaw, anong kwento mo? Ngayon, nakikita ko, siguro pag-isipan mo within this quarantine time, you have done thousands of video for other people, Director. Now, I think it's high time for you to do a video about yourself. I think, I mean, hindi naman pagyayabang yan. Kasi pag namatay ka nga dahil sa, sa worst comes to worst, kung namatay tayo, ano na yung kwentong malalaman ng mga ibang tao tungkol sa atin?
Yeah.
Hindi naman tayo ikikwento ng staff natin. Alam niyo ba, si Director, ganito yan. Talaga, the best person to tell your story is yourself. No one else. And I think that is the best thing that people can do. Kasi ang problema sa ating mga Pilipino, sinasabi na, nagyayabang. Hindi nagyayabang, nagkukwento magkaiba yun. Kasi tinanim sa atin ng mga Kastila na hindi tayo, mababa tayo, huwag tayo magmalaki. Magpakumbaba tayo. Mali yun. Paano ka magpapakumbaba kung nasa baba ka na? Itaas mo ang sarili mo kasi walang ibang magtataas sa'yo kundi sarili mo. You have to start believing yourself because the best time to believe in yourself is when no one believes in you. And the best thing that you can give to people is to believe in them during the time no one believes in them, even themselves. So that's what I do for other people. Alam mo, sa totoo lang, isa lang ang hinihingi ko sa tao. Ang una kong tanong, ano bang gusto mo maging? Sigurado ka, sige, scholar na kita. Talaga, sir? Wala po kasi akong pambayad sa sa workshop. You know, half of my students are my scholars. Hindi ko naman ina-announce sa buong mundo yan. I'm just telling it because this is my purpose. Sabi ko nga kanina, i-announce mo na yung purpose mo. And I am really happy that you actually discovered that purpose. And you know that purpose since you were young. Because purpose sa Tagalog, silbi.
Ano silbi mo?
Ano bang silbi natin sa mundong to? Kung hindi mo alam ang silbi mo, para kang, alam mo yun, para kang zombie. Parang, alam mo yun, nag-exist, pero walang silbi.
Yeah.
Nakakasira ka pa sa mundo.
Wait, Cholot, thank you so much for actually saying yes to this interview. No, so little time, but you actually parang in a span of 1 hour, ang dami mo nang nakwento sa akin, and it's so interesting that after this siguro later I will actually listen to it back and see you know the things that I've learned from you. No, so yun, thank you so much. Thank you for actually telling your story.
Do a lot of things in the future.
Yes, hope to.
Ang masasabi ko sa mga tao, this is the best time to go back to basic, to go back to yourself. God give this opportunity for you to know more of yourself. and to know more about the people who loves you most. Focus on your strength, not on your weakness. Focus on the people who care, no? Kasi at the end of the day, the only thing that we can do is what we can do now. Because tomorrow we don't own it. The best, sabi ko nga, if you own the now, you've already won. Ang ganda ng salitang now eh,
NOW.
N-O-W. Tatlong word yung pwede mong makreate. Now, own, and won.
One.
Sabihin,
Nanalo ka.
now, ngayon,
Ngayon.
tapos own, pag-aari mo. Pag-aari mo yung oras mo, yung ngayon, and won, panalo ka na. We don't know until we are, ano yan, when we are going to die anyway. But make sure, don't be afraid to die because that's the only certain thing in this world.
Mhm.
But don't die without knowing your purpose. The worst
Yeah.
thing you will feel is to regret things you haven't done. So it's high time when things will never become normal as if you are the same you. You might lose your job, your company might fall or end, but you have to go back to yourself. Kasi kung meron kang something in you, you have created and built yung reputation mo and knowledge, skills, principle, ideas. Kasi
Yun. And because of that, I will be launching this. So it's called Faith Over Fear. So it's the PH Concert Initiative. It's for the benefit of the live event workers. That's gonna happen on April 8, 2020 at 3 p.m. on the same channels that you are seeing this right now. But I'm gonna focus more on Facebook. No, that's gonna happen on April 8, 2020 at 3 p.m. And to donate, all you have to do is follow that website. And you can also scan this QR code. No, 100% of the proceeds will go to the freelancers of the campaign. If you wanted a big QR code, you can, yeah, check that. No. So sabi ko nga, I think I found like the purpose of why I am doing this. And in the course of actually doing this vlog, this quarantine day series, I got a little bit inspiration on why I wanted to do this quarantine day series and how I am able to help other people as well. So if you guys wanna support, so you just support Faith Over Fear, the digital concert, which will happen on April 8th. And I will be announcing tomorrow who are the artists that will be part of this campaign. And I'm so honored and happy that they said yes. Of course, this is in partnership with OnQ. Thank you, Ran and Sir Marvin, for saying yes. And with that, no, I hope you get to join us in this concert and to help us raise funds for the live event workers that don't have work now. No, so far medyo the campaign is actually ongoing, and yun, medyo madami naman ding nagsusupport, and we wanna amplify that more because this is just 2 weeks now, and there's 2 weeks to go. So there's more funds to more funds to get, and more funds to actually to support. No, so I hope you guys support this cause, and there I will see you again for my last broadcast for this live tomorrow before the Faith Over Fear, sorry, Faith Over Fear concert. So tomorrow will be my last day of the quarantine day series, day 15, no? And then after that, you will see me on April 8th to air that I will be airing this Faith Over Fear concert here on the channel, here on my Facebook page. So do stay tuned for that, and I hope you support it as well. Share it to your friends. I'll be sharing this the poster tomorrow and the artist that will be joining me. So I hope you guys join. So thank you so much for joining me today. I learned so much from Cholo regarding business and his inspirational story and his influential story, so to speak. No, so yon. So thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you guys tomorrow, same time, same channel. And remember, invest in adventures. It's worth it. This is FLM, and this is the FLM Quarantine Day Series, Day 14.